Hey guys, we are back with some more Atlanta Thrashers franchise mode in FHM 6. And in this one, we are going to hopefully get through all of year number 3. So we will do just that. We'll get right to opening night. So hopefully we have a little bit better of a season this year than we did last year. Brett Clark is finally back from his, I believe it was a fractured skull. So now we can send down XLB. So here we go. First game of the new season against the Columbus Blue Jackets. And we have a 7-3 victory. There you go. Strong game for Eric Stahl in his first game as an Atlanta Thrasher. And wow, that is a 5-point night for Eric Stahl. I believe he's on the first line. Yep, 5 points in one game. Wow. What a fantastic debut for Eric Stahl. I'm thinking that's got to be a record as we take a look at rookie records here. Points in one game. Yeah, points in one game. There you go. So he didn't get the goals record. Obviously, that belongs to Covey. But assists in one game for Eric Stahl, and then 5 points in one game as well in the same game. And look at that. Yanni Pikkinen actually has a record of his own now. 2 assists in that game and 3 points. So he holds the most points for a rookie defenseman in one game. So off to a good start. We'll see how the rest of the month goes, though. So development report for October. You have Stahl growing in determination and stick checking. And then our new goaltender, he grew in leadership +1. And Stefan grew in leadership +1 as well. Now it is November 1st. We are 6-4-1, so definitely a much better start than last year. But that being said, we did have a similar start in year number 1, and, you see how that went, 24, 39, and 19. So, obviously, there's a little bit of optimism to start out, but not going to get ahead of ourselves just yet. So, let's take a look at the stats to see how everyone's doing so far. Eric Stahl with 17 points in 11 games. My goodness, this guy's a beast. Covey with 14 points. Caberlet with 14 points as well. Ferraro with 12. Pikkinen with 10 in 7 games played. So he must be injured right now. Yeah, minor injury. But 10 points in 7 games. That's incredible for a 20-year-old defenseman who's also a rookie. Kaleo with 8. 6 for Nash. 5 for Donovan. 4 for Tremblay and Peltonen. 3 for Higgins and Ballard. 1 for Clark, back from a major injury. Domenicelli with 1, and everyone else with 1 or 0. Let's take a look at goaltender stats. So you have our new goaltender, Dubilowitz, with a .919 save percentage, but then you have Nurminen with an .882 save percentage. So Nurminen, the past 2 seasons, was phenomenal, but now starting out this season, he's, that .882. Not looking good there. So we'll keep him on board. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's only been 3 games for him so far this year, but not looking too hot so far to start out is Pasi Nurminen. And development report for the month of November. Higgins with +1s to speed and shot blocking. Currently December 1st, and we are 14-9-2, so not too shabby. Definitely a lot better than expected, especially after the terrible season we had last year. And let's see what's going on stat-wise. You have, oh my goodness, Eric Stahl continues his hot run. 34 points in 25 games played. This man is looking for the Calder Trophy. Kovalchuk with 26 points. Pikkinen with 21 in 20 games, so he continues being above a point per game. Heatley with 20 points in 25 games. Ferraro with 19, 17 for Kaleo, 14 for Nash. Peltonen with 12. Ballard with 8. Donovan with 8. You have Dubilowitz with a .912 save percentage, and all right, good. So Nurminen back up to a .911. It looks like Nurminen's actually played more games than Dubilowitz has played recently. He has 15 games played now compared to Dubilowitz's 12. So I guess the coach is riding the hot hand. Standing-wise, we're currently sitting second in the Southeast Division, and as far as the conference goes, we're actually sitting in a playoff spot 4th in the Eastern Conference. So if we could keep this up, we're might be looking at a playoff appearance, though I don't want to jinx anything just yet because we're only 2 months into the season. I think it could happen still. Another 4-point night for Eric Stahl. This man is an absolute beast. Development report for December. You have Heatley growing in speed and leadership. Higgins growing in determination. Nash growing in stamina. Stahl growing in acceleration, leadership, and faceoffs. Then you have Ballard growing in shooting accuracy. And then Pikkinen growing in shooting range. Stefan growing in bravery. So it's currently January 1st. And our record 21-17-2. Not the greatest, obviously, but we're still second in the Eastern Conference Southeast Division. And then we're still fourth in the Eastern Conference. So, as long as we can keep up this pace, it looks like we may be set for a playoff spot. We currently have 44 points, so we actually have more points than the Senators, but we've played 4 more games, so take that into account. But still, everything's looking pretty good so far. So you have, wow, Eric Stahl with 52 points. This man is not only going for the Rookie of the Year, but he is also, I have a feeling, going for he's going for the Art Ross. He is first in the league in points as a 19-year-old rookie. Wow. That is all I have to say about Eric Stahl. He has been absolutely phenomenal. Covey is up there as well with 41 points in 40 games, but no one's surpassing Stahl right now. That was a great pick. Goaltender-wise, Nurminen and Dubilowitz have been doing just fine. 917 save percentage and a 916 respectively. Nurminen has actually been playing more, but as long as we're getting wins, I don't really care who's in net. So besides Stahl, you have Covey with 41 points. You have Heatley with 28. Caberlet with 26. Pickinen with 24. He slowed down a little bit. That's all right. Nash with 24, Kallio with 24 as well, Ferraro with 21, Peltonen with 20. And here's all the development for January. You have Covey, Higgins, Stahl all growing a little bit, Ballard and Pitkinen as well. So on February 1st, we are 28, 23, and 3 in the standings. We are still second in the Southeast Division and still fourth in the Eastern Conference. So looking good, looking good. I wouldn't say a playoff spot is safe yet, but we're managing to keep pace with what we've been doing all season. So as long as we do that, I think we'll be all right. Stat-wise, oh my goodness, Eric Stahl. 71 points for this absolute legend. My goodness. 67 grade, 71 points in 54 games played as a rookie. That is insane. Covey with 57 points as well. Heatley with 35, Kallio with 35, Caberlet with 33, Pickinen with 32, Nash with 31, 28 for Peltonen, Ferraro with 24, Tremblay with 17, 14 for Ballard. Goaltender stats, Dubilowitz, he's up to a 923, and Nurminen up to a 917, so they've been fairly consistent all year since the beginning of the season, so I can't really complain with them. And overall, I wouldn't say we're playing great, but we're playing well enough to stay in the playoffs, put it that way. And that's definitely better than anything we've done in the past 3 years, or 2.5 years, I should say. So really no reason to change anything at this point. So we may as well simulate up to March 1st. And the February development point, you have Covey growing in agility and Pickinen growing in stamina. And on March 1st, we are 35, 26, and 5. So we've stayed pretty consistent all year. We're still fourth in the Eastern Conference, so it's looking like we're going to have a playoff spot here, because down here in 9th are the New York Rangers with 62 points. We're a solid 13 points ahead of New York, so as long as, again, we just keep our pace and we'll be in the playoffs. Offensively, Eric Stahl with 80 points on the season in 66 games played. Man is an absolute legend. Covey with 64 points, 46 for Heatley, 42 for Kallio, 37 for Caberlet, then you have 36 for Nash, 34 for Peltonen, 32 for Pitkinen, 27 for Ferraro, 22 for Tremblay, 19 for Ballard, 16 for Donovan. And goalie stats, you have a 922 save percentage for Nurminen and a 930 for Dubilowitz. So really nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about. I'm liking the way we're simulating. And yes, just in case you're wondering, Eric Stahl is still leading the league in points. So going for an absolutely incredible rookie season is Eric Stahl. Not only is he almost undoubtedly getting Rookie of the Year, but is also the front runner for the Art Ross. So it's just, wow. And we do have quite a few of upcoming free agents this year. So we're going to re-sign some of them now. That would include Heatley. There's Peltonen, who's available to re-sign. I think I want to re-sign him. He's been pretty solid as far as his grades go. What about statistically? Yeah, he's pretty good. 34 points so far this year. We could definitely re-sign him. Caberlet, I want to re-sign. Ferraro, I don't know about, just because he's 39 years of age. But that being said, he wouldn't be terrible to re-sign either. Reardon, I do want to re-sign. He's got that 72 for defensive grade. Then Donovan, everybody else I'm not sure about. Nermanen I want to re-sign. Everyone below Donovan I'm not entirely sure about. Svarvadet may be a good signing as well because he's got that 64 for a defensive grade. So Heatley, he's looking for 2 years and a $2.3 million contract. We will give that to him. No problems there. Yeah, I have no objections to that. I'll offer him that. Submit offer. So Peltonen, he's currently making just under $1 million. What does he want? He wants 1.05. 3 years, I'd rather go 2. So we'll give him what he wants money-wise. But I'm going to take him for a 2-year contract instead. Hopefully he's okay with that. He still wants longer term. I'll give him a little bit more money. I'll go 1.15. Wow, he really wants that 3 years. He's even going down as far as money goes. $975,000 for 3 years. Yeah, I'm all right with that. He went down on his asking price, so I guess he really wants that 3 years. So we'll give it to him. Carbolet wants 1.22 for 3 years and a no trade clause. He's 30 years of age. Yeah, he's been one of our better defensemen, so I think honestly we'll just meet his demand and we'll give him what he wants. Again, there's no salary cap right now, so it's not like we have to worry about that anyway. But I think in next season it should take place. Either next season or the year after it will take effect. So we'll have to worry about it then, obviously. But that'll be then, not now. So Ferraro, I guess we'll re-sign him if he doesn't want too much. Yeah, he doesn't even want to re-sign. He wants to test the market, so we will leave him be. Reardon, I would like to re-sign. Yeah, I'll give you that. I will give you the $505,000 for 2 years. Donovan, I'm not sure. He only has 16 points this year, and his grades aren't impressive, so I'm going to hold off on him. But I wouldn't mind bringing him back either. Svarvadet, I do want to sign because he's got that 64 defensive grade. So, yeah, we'll just give you what you want. That is all right with me. Clark, he hasn't been fantastic this year. Maybe it was the injury that he got last year that is holding him back a little bit, but he is not impressed nonetheless. Kaleo, I would like to re-sign. He's got that 62 offensive grade and 42 points, so I would say we could extend him. He wants 1.02 and 3 years. I'll try to give you 1.1, and I'll take it on 2 years. What do you say to that? He's kind of wanting that 3 years there, so we'll take him to 1.2. All right, good. And Nermanen, I do want to re-sign you. He wants 1.5. What's his star rating currently? 1.5. He's posted some pretty good numbers. He has. He definitely deserves it. So I'll give him, you know what, we'll just give him what he wants. And I think everybody else we're going to hold off on. Tremblay, Domenicelli, Barteco, don't need those guys. Herkach, don't really need him. He's 37 years of age as well. He's probably going to go to free agency or just retire altogether. And Tamer, actually, I think we'll sign Tamer. Yeah, he's really cheap. He's only out for 2 years as well. So we'll re-sign him as a backup defenseman. And I think that is it as far as guys we care about. All these guys here half star, so I care less about them. And there you go. I believe everyone has re-signed. Heatley signs a new deal. Kaleo, Carbolet, Nermanen, Reardon, Svarvadet, Tamer, and Peltonen. So I believe that's everybody. Yes, indeed. So we will now move on with the rest of the season. Just going to save real quick. And let us advance to April 1st. Ooh, Heatley out for 4 months. That is unfortunate. So Heatley looks to be pretty injury prone here, as he got a major injury last year too. Only 31 games played. Well, to the injury list he goes. Development report, you have Heatley growing in positioning, Higgins growing in professionalism, Nash growing in stamina and bravery, Stahl growing in strength, Kaleo growing in professionalism. And it is April 1st, but this is no April Fool's joke because we are 44, 29, and 7, and I have a feeling that we have clinched a playoff spot. And yes, indeed, we have clinched the playoffs. We have 95 points with only 2 games remaining, and the New York Rangers, who are 9th, have 75. So there is no chance of us falling out now. We are in. Way to go. This has been an incredible season, so we may as well finish off the last couple of games here, and we'll make our way to the playoffs. So there you go. We finished the season 45, 30, and 7, and we finish with 97 points. very close to 100. Would have liked if we could have made it there, but that's all right because this was a much better season than I anticipated, to be honest. So let's check out. Yeah, I mean, it's no comparison really compared to the past 2 seasons. It's by far our best season in franchise history up to this point. Stat-wise, oh my goodness. Eric Staal with 102 points in his rookie season. That is insanity, Eric Staal. My goodness. Covey with 92 points, no slouch in himself there. And then it drops down to Kaleo with 51. Nash with 48. Peltonen with 47. Coberley with 44. Pitkanen with 43. Ferraro with 38. Tremblay with 27. Ballard with 24. Donovan with 22. Higgins with 19. Reardon with 17. Clark with 15. Svartvedet with 15. And then you have Barteko and Stefan with 12. 8 for Domenicelli. 4 for Herkach. 1 for Tamer. And then goaltenders, let's see, Nurminen and Dubilowitz. So Nurminen ended the season with a .925 save percentage in 56 games played, and Dubilowitz with a .918 save percentage in 29 games played. So very solid goaltending-wise, and I mean, incredible performance from Mr. Eric Staal here. And he looks to be up for not only, once again, the Rookie of the Year, but did he win the Art Ross? Yes, he did. Eric Staal wins the Art Ross. Unbelievable. What a pick. If his potential doesn't grow after this season, I don't know. How does it not grow, basically, is the point here, right? That's an incredible rookie season for Eric Staal. And actually, I think it may have already grown here. He's up to a 4 potential. I'm not sure what his potential was before. I think it may have been 3.5, but nonetheless, he definitely grew. And the Hart nominees, really? No Eric Staal? Come on. He's got to be up for the Hart nominee. That's criminal. I'm sorry. He should be at least in the top 3. I don't know who voted for these Hart nominees. For the Vezina, you have Hasek, Belfour, and Theodore. The Norris, you have McInnes, Rafalski, and Lidstrom. The Calder, yeah, I mean, Eric Staal. Pitkanen's up there as well, along with Peter Budaj. But it's going to be Staal. There's no doubt about it. GM of the Year, yeah, baby. We're up for GM of the Year against Jim Rutherford and Ken Holland. So hopefully we win that. Nominated for the Selke, you have Heino, Francis, and Fedorov. And for the Lady Byng Trophy, you have Alex Tanguay, Martin St. Louis, and Patrick Eliage. And for the Messier Leadership Award, you have Pronger, Francis, and Niedermeyer. Ted Lindsay Award, you have Matt Sundin, Nicholas Lidstrom, and Sergei Fedorov. And for the Jack Adams, you have our very own Nathan Layler of your Atlanta Thrashers, Paul Maurice of the Carolina Hurricanes, and Scotty Bowman of the Detroit Red Wings. And we will be facing the New Jersey Devils in round 1 of the Year 3 playoffs. So with that being said, I'm going to end things here. Had enough craziness for one episode, especially with the emergence of Eric Staal. So that being said, I will leave you guys off here. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one when we do the Year 3 playoffs. See you guys then.